Matter of fact, let me do a sound check. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Lisa, and in this corner of mine of the internet, my goal is to inspire busy women with business, to make time for makeup, fashion, and beauty. And so if you've clicked on this video, I already know we're gonna vibe, child. Go ahead and hit that button and subscribe. Join the tribe, join the community, and make sure that you never miss a beat. Now, in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing my worst purchases of 2024. Doing these types of videos are so important because it's a opportunity for me to reflect, for me to take inventory, for anybody to reflect and to take inventory of just child, where your mindset was, like what were you thinking, and just also the person that you've ultimately evolved into. It's easy for you to evolve beyond a purchase that you literally made 3 months ago. Shoot, a purchase that you made last month. Not necessarily because they're horrible products, but because I've evolved as an individual, and I want that to be in alignment of where I am taking my channel. Without any further ado, let me go ahead and get into the first item. I've clipped my microphone here. I hope that there's no issue. I hope that you're able to see me, or just, I hope that you're able to hear me just fine. As a matter of fact, let me do a sound check. Hold on. Okay, so the sound is just fine. So without any further delay, I'm gonna go ahead and begin with the first item. Okay, the first item is going to be probably my favorite type of product, and it is a base product. If you've followed me for some time or you've watched my previous videos, you probably already know what it is, what it is, because I don't know, there was a little hesitation to begin with. You guys already know the type of like base products that I love, that I enjoy. And so I know you hear the bag. So the first product is this One Size Beauty Turn Up the Base Full Beat Full Coverage Liquid Foundation. And first and foremost, it's not that this is a horrible product. It's not that it doesn't do what it says that it's going to do. It is very much so a full coverage, full beat to the gods type of foundation. It's just that it is for the most part still a very full coverage makeup foundation. And I feel like this recently, or this past year, there has been like an initiative, an unspoken initiative for people to try to bring back makeup, or like really lean into makeup. And maybe this was just the beginning of that, and maybe that we'll see that full course in the upcoming year. But this is not the person that I am. I feel like I am more of a House Labs, Danessa Myricks, Yummy Skin Tint, even Fenty Beauty type of, and I'm afraid to say it, I don't want to say like skin tint type of girly. I feel like I'm not there. I'm not a skin tint girly, but I feel like a lot of the foundations that I love are more satin, dewy, my skin but better type of foundations. Those are the types of foundations that I love. And I feel like when it comes to this foundation, I believe it was a little too light, and then I went dark, and now I feel like maybe it's too dark. I don't know. Maybe I haven't even tried it, but I went a little darker and it's still not it. And so I feel like when it comes to the deeper end of this foundation, for the shade range, like my complexion really isn't there. It really does not cater to. And I feel like a lot of people, when they look at foundation that may claim to be inclusive, they look at the number of shades. They look at maybe the last 2 to 3 darkest or deepest shades, but what about the undertones? Are you playing to the undertones? Are you catering to the undertones? And what about the deep skin girlies that aren't necessarily like dark or deep dark? I feel like oftentimes a lot of those brands, they not catering to us, or they forget about us. And so I feel like I haven't really found my perfect match, because I know that there are some foundations out there that are like perfect. And then this just isn't like my style, my flow. So I'm pretty sure if you go back and watch the video, there was probably a little hesitation. I love the One Size brand. I love Patrick Starr. It's just that this wasn't the foundation for me. With me being a woman who, child, I could say with me being a woman now in my 40s, I can say that. There's just a certain level of power that comes with saying, like, I'm a woman in my 40s. Okay, so now with me being a woman in my 40s, I am looking for, or I tend to lean towards foundation that's more clean girl aesthetic-ish, or that contain tons and loads of skincare products, especially products that contain especially products like niacinamide that will cater to a girl like me, okay, that don't have that smooth baby butt 20-something skin, early 30s 20-something skin. Like, that's not me. This foundation wasn't for me. And so that's why I would say this is one of my worst purchases for 2024. And again, not that it's a testament to the type of product it is, but rather a testament to my evolution, the woman that I've evolved into. You see her. Next product, I would say, is a fragrance product. This is a recent purchase, and I don't know why I searched high and low for this product. I even purchased initially the wrong product, or the wrong scent of that product, and I've already let it out. Child, it's a fragrance, okay? And it is the Clean Reserve scent. This right here is Sparkling Sugar. The one that I initially purchased was Skin, and for some reason I just thought that it was something that I wanted. I don't know what was going on in my mind at that time where I was able to convince myself that I wanted this bad. I don't know if it's like the clean girl aesthetic of the bottle, but something in me convinced me that I needed it. I smelled it at Sephora. I don't know. And I don't know, did I spray it on? I feel like I sprayed it on like a test strip, and I didn't necessarily, let me see, I think my nose is a little oily. I can see the oil in my nose. I feel like I sprayed it on a test strip, and maybe I didn't necessarily spray it on my skin. I don't know. But I got it home and I sprayed it on myself, and I just was not pleased. And then the tricky part is I was in Sephora, child, and it was sold out. Not only was it sold out, I couldn't pick it up in store, but child, the tester was empty. So I was like, okay, this must be like an it fragrance, a fragrance that I need. And I feel like the skin fragrance, not even the skin fragrance, but the Sparkling Sugar fragrance, I don't know. It's a little juvenile for me. It's giving, I'm in my 20s. No shade. It's given I'm in my 20s. Like elevated body spray to a certain extent, or overpriced body spray. I feel like there are probably some fragrances at Bath & Body Works or Victoria's Secret for what I paid for this that I would prefer to purchase. And so this, in addition to the like Clean Reserve, the Skin fragrance, is one that I regret. Now, I think I'm still going to use it. I'm still going to use it. Maybe it's like a gem scent. You know what really got me? I think it's the aesthetics of the bottle. And and that's the thing. Aesthetics, that word aesthetics, that clean girl aesthetics. I don't know. I think that's what caught me. That's what got me with this one. But this, as well as the other one. Now, let me tell you what happened why I ended up with two. Because the first one, I used my Rouge Reward, my points. And so when you use those points, note to yourself, note to myself, because I need to remember this because I feel like I've been through this already. But when you use those points, you cannot exchange it because something about the register not acknowledging or not seeing that price. It's like imaginary dollars that they give you to spin that goes ghost literally after the transaction. And so I purchased the initial bottle for $100 or $110. So I only paid $10 really because I had my $100 Bruges reward. But then when I went to go to exchange it, same product, just different scent, it was not acknowledging the $100 was used. Whatever. And so I got a little gift card for my birthday and I went ahead and purchased a sparkling sugar. Shouldn't have done that either. But you know what? I probably could have returned the sparkling sugar. I don't know. I'm just too lazy to drive all the way back to Sephora. But definitely a fragrance that I will not be repurchasing again. Now the next product is a fragrance. It's a fragrance that all the girls on the internet was hyping up, have been talking about. And I don't know what it is about the fragrance online. Let me just go ahead. But it is the Brown Girl Jane fragrance. This fragrance in particular is Casablanca, which smells extremely familiar. And it smells like a fragrance that I already have. My concern isn't necessarily the scent, because child, I will purchase it 2-3 times over, because one, it is a Black owned business, but it is the size of the bottle. And the thing is, I didn't even pay the full price for the size of the bottle. This little bottle, which is a 1.7 floral ounce. I don't know, maybe in my mind, I thought the 1.7 was gonna look bigger, because I swear I've seen bigger bottles, or maybe it's just something about it being online that makes it appear bigger, but I don't know. This was like, it was on sale during like all the Black Friday, the holiday savings weeks. You know, a lot of those sales, the manufacturers or the brands, they will run certain promotions like a week before Black Friday, and then maybe like a week or two after Black Friday, like right up until the new year. And so I think this was like 20 or 30% off. And so I got it for like maybe $65 or $70. But this is normally like $100, $110. And this, I believe, is the largest size. I will correct myself if I'm wrong somewhere on the screen. But for me, it ain't worth the coin. It is not worth the coin. And I hate to say that, because this is a Black owned brand from my understanding. I believe it is. I have to double check. It's a Black owned brand, and I know how businesses and funding and how expenses can be a little bit more for Black businesses. But shoot, it's tough out here for me too. I gotta watch my coin too. And so this is probably something that I regret purchasing, just overall period. Even though I didn't pay full price, like this to me is the size of like a travel bottle. This probably should have been easily $35, maybe $45. I don't know. Maybe it's the scent profile that makes it a little bit more expensive. I'm not a scent girly. I don't know how much the oils cost when you break it down, and maybe that's why perhaps. Okay, so my next worst purchase, child, I don't even have, because it had to go back. And it's so sad. I feel like I was in a state of dissonance when I returned it, because I love this brand so much. And it is a product by Pattern Beauty. If you know me, you know how much I love Tracee Ellis Ross. You know how much I love Pattern Beauty. They can't do no wrong in my eyes, in just period. But this product right here was a no-go. And it is the hand steamer that I was super excited to try, because if you've been around here for some time, you know that I've recently gone on a straight natural hair journey. So I've been trying to focus on like just establishing a healthy relationship with heat to my hair. And so while trying to do a silk press, a blowout at home, child, I used this steamer, and the steamer wasn't steaming. I mean, it was steaming, but it didn't really make any sense for me, like just the concept of it. And if you've seen this product, you know you hold it in your hand and you just go through each section. kind of steaming the hair, and maybe it was user error, but as I was going through each section, the other sections were drying out. And from my understanding, you still have to have like a level of moisture, like the hair still has to be wet, damp, not even damp. From my understanding, it has to be like wet for you to get a good steam. But the proper steam, I feel like I've gotten better steams compared to the steam that I had gotten with this steamer by the time like I had gotten around to the last section of my hair. I don't know. Have you used this steamer? Was it user error? Child, somebody please make it make sense, because I love Pattern Beauty so much. And it was unfortunate. Like it was sad for me that just having this product just didn't work out, especially for the coins that was spent on this product. Like, child, she had to go. Run me my money. Give me my money right back. Like that. And so I feel like that was probably the worst purchase, or one of the worst purchases for 2024. And when it comes to the tools, I still want like the curling iron, but child, they're not going to get me like that again. And so the next product, I would say, and I feel like this list wasn't long. I thought this list was going to be a little longer, but believe it or not, I didn't purchase as much as I've purchased in previous years. I think it's probably only like 5 or 6 items. But the next worst purchase, I feel like, and everybody's hyping it up online. This is another, I believe it's still black owned, but it's black owned. We knew it to be black owned. It may not no longer be black owned, but it is Shea Moisture. You know, Shea Moisture recently came out with like a whole body care line. They got deodorant, they got body washes, child, they got body lotions. Okay, and so I saw the deodorant, and I've been trying different deodorants this year, and so I saw this Shea Moisture deodorant online, and maybe I picked up the wrong one, but I would not be picking it up again. I won't be picking up this one in particular again, because I purchased another one that's a smidge bit different that seems to be working a little better for me. But this right here, child, and I keep the top on, just my hand, if you look at my hand, okay, it's a little greasy. I'm going to wipe this and you'll see how much it dries it out. I guess that's what a deodorant is supposed to do. But it's not supposed to hurt. Like when I'm putting it under my arms, like the deodorant is so dry that it hurts. And I hate deodorants these days that leave stains. While it's clear on the back of my wrist right now, it's not necessarily like clear on my clothes. And I hate it. I loathe, if that's the word, that's the proper word, when a deodorant will leave its traces on your clothes. Like that deodorant is going to let you know that it was there. I mean, it smells beautiful. It's very soft. Like, I like the scent. I like the bottle. I like the concept. I just don't like how it feels. Like it hurts. It hurts putting this on, and it's frustrating when I take off my clothes and I see the residue. And so I did purchase another one. The other one is in a little bit of a different bottle. It's a little bit skinnier. And so far, it's been working okay. I haven't really paid attention to whether it leaves a residue on my clothes. I need to pay attention to that and see if it does that. But child, they not gonna get my money. Not for this one in particular. I feel like this was a bad purchase. I've barely used it. It's super heavy. Like, child, it got to go. I should try to see if I could return it. Should I see if I could return it? Now, another worst purchase. I don't recall if I purchased this in 2024. I may have purchased this at the very top of the year. And it's something, but I think it released towards the end of 2023. Doesn't matter. It's something that I purchased in 2024, but it is the Easy Bake and Snatch. This is the press powder by Huda Beauty. I don't know. I barely used it. I didn't use it at all. Don't know why I purchased this. Oh, I know why I purchased it, because I was in like my pink setting powder era. But I feel like this pink setting powder just doesn't do it really for deep skin girls. It can have you looking a little ashy. My favorite pink setting powder is one that does it for the deep skin girls, and that is the one by Danessa Myricks. She's like a deep skin girl's dream, and that is the pink setting powder that I've been using on my pink setting powder days. If she came out with a pink pressed powder, you hit at Danessa, I would definitely use it too. But this, I mean, there have been occasions where I still use the setting powder, but you have to use it in a way to where you dust off most of the powder to get the overall look that you're using, like you're barely using any products. And that's okay, but when the other folks use it, like they can use a large amount to really get that snatched look that they're going for, and me not so much. And so don't know why I invested in the pressed powder. Child, if I could throw it up against this wall and break it, like, I don't know. I would, but definitely something that I will never buy again. It's probably something that I need to throw out right about now. So when I do a declutter, which will be soon, which probably should have been happened, this is going out with the rest of them. And so that is it for this video. Let's go ahead and chit chat and kiki down in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about any of these products that I shared here today. Could they be, are they some that you've purchased? Are they on your worst purchase list too? If not, share some of your worst purchases of 2024 down in the comments below. Again, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It does help and also child, hold up. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It does help for it to become a little bit more discoverable out here in these YouTube streets. And if we vibe, hit that button and subscribe. And again, I'm not even gonna say the whole thing again. Vibe, subscribe, join the tribe, join the community, and make sure that you never miss a beat. And until the next video, peace.